Hey vlog, welcome to our official, my counter is greasy and gross, making sourdough starter with dough mama for the first time. Are you ready? Oh my goodness. Shoot, now it's all over my little cutie thing. Quick.
It's very big though.
It's okay. Yeah, look at how much that rose. Oh my goodness. Yes, we're naming her Dough Mama, or Dough Mama for short. If anyone has any other suggestions for names, let us know. But yeah, we're gonna make some sourdough today and hope that it turns out well. Okay vlog, we're gonna add 1.5 cups of warm, non-chlorinated water. Hence why it's coming from a bottle. Also, if you're like, why are you using cups instead of grams? It's because I don't have a scale. And I don't want to hear anything about how it's going to make it not turn out, because it's going to work out. And that's a guarantee. Okay, vlog. So, we've got our warm water here. We're now going to add 1/2 cup, or, whoa, this is so cool. Somewhere, hopefully approximately 100 grams of this sourdough starter. Shake, shake, shake. Whoa. Kerplunk. Oh, that looks like about right, maybe? Whoop. Okay. Add that into our water. It's just warm. It was too hot, and then I put it in the fridge. Okay. Boom. Now switch angles. Okay, here we go. You're gonna get to watch me whisk it up. I have this whisk. It's kind of like, I think it's a dough whisk. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But mix, mix, mix. I feel like my sourdough starter is kind of thick compared to other ones I've seen on the interweb, but I don't know if that matters or not. I guess we'll find out. It smells kind of good. It does have a slight nail polish remover smell, which I've heard is maybe not actually a super great sign, but whatevs, who cares? Okay, now we're gonna add 2 teaspoons approximately of salt, except this is 3/4 of a teaspoon measure. That was 1.5-ish. That's about 2. We'll do a little more for. Whoa! Okay, that was too much. Oopsie. She's gonna be a salty loaf. That's okay. Throw it over my shoulder for good luck. There's some girl on, the TikTok. Her name is Gigi or Gigi, and she makes sourdough, and she always throws the salt over her shoulder. Okay, now we're gonna mix it up with a spatula. I also already added the flour. Oop. I put in just 3 cups. The recipe calls for 4, but I'm gonna make sure that I don't overdo it because I don't want it to end up like super dense or anything like that. Stir, stir, stir. I will show you when it's done being stirred. Here's the dough with the flour incorporated. I ended up adding approximately 3.5 cups, I would say, as opposed to 4 cups and 2 tablespoons. We'll see how it turns out. But now we're gonna leave it for 30 minutes before beginning our stretches and folds. Here's our dough after 30 minutes. We're gonna do our first stretches and folds now. Let's see. Oh, okay. Stretch, fold. Stretch, fold in. Oops. Stretch, fold. Stretch, fold. We're just gonna do, we'll do quite a few. I don't see why not. Stretch and fold. And yeah, seems good. Now we're just gonna leave it for 30 minutes. We're also gonna go to Dairy Queen. So be back in a bit. Okay, it's been 30 minutes. We're back. We've got a snowdrift blizzard. My review, I give it probably an 8 out of 10. It's really good. Tastes like birthday cake, but it's blue and it has Oreos. But it's really, really sweet. So it's good, but it's made me feel kind of sick, but that's okay. Okay. Now time for our new stretches and folds. Stretch, fold, stretch, fold, stretch, fold. Last one. Stretch, fold. Okay, I feel like it's getting softer, which is probably a good thing. I am, and it said to use a damp towel when I wasn't doing that, but I think it's maybe getting a little dry, so we're gonna dampen the towel. But yeah, all good. Hey guys, enjoy the sourdough, yay! Okay, somehow it's been 30 minutes already. Time flies when you're having fun. Ooh, it's feeling really good. Stretch, fold, stretch, and fold over. This is kind of fun. Stretch, fold, and more, stretch, 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 and fold. It's actually starting to look kind of good. Okay, stretch and fold's done. Actually, let's do a couple more. What's the harm? Comment down below if you know what the harm is and know what I'm doing to my bird right now that could be bad. The only thing I can see is if it, like, is overworking it or something, but I guess we'll find out. Okay. There, that's enough. Okay, back with our damp towel. Cover it up. Next 30 minutes. Okay, vlog, as I wait for my sourdough to run, working on my documentary that I'm making. Okay, we're on to our last stretching folds. Ooh, it's so much softer than before. Come on, stretch and fold. 2 stretches and folds. 3 stretches and folds. And 4 stretch and fold. Okay, there's our dough. It is, like, it's not very, I've seen people do it before and it's, like, almost liquidy, it seems. Mine's definitely not like that. It smells just like flour and water, but I don't know if that's a bad thing or if that really makes a difference. Now, here's the dealio. Whatever I saw said that you should bulk ferment it, or yeah, bulk fermentation in a clear, straight-sided container. Now, I was just gonna use a bowl, but I'm noticing I do have this popcorn maker. It does have these things at the bottom, but I'm thinking if I put plastic wrap in the bottom, I could use this as my bulk fermentation container. And I just have to make space for it in the fridge. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna MacGyver a little contraption to keep our sourdough in the best possible shape. Okay, put this in here. I worked on the documentary. I got like 39 seconds done, and it literally took me like over half an hour, so that's awesome. Things are going great. Okay, now, here's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna put that, ooh, it's kind of sticky. We're gonna pat it down. I'm gonna stretch and fold it a couple more times. Here, I'll put you down there to watch. Stretch, fold in, stretch and fold in, stretch and fold. There's a piece of dirt there, gross. It's just food, so it's fine. But, okay. Voila. So we've got our dough. So now, put it in our, oops, there's another piece of our dough ball. And we'll just pop it down like that. And now I'll mark, actually let me test this. Whiteboard marker, oh yeah, whiteboard marker is fantastic. So we're gonna say it's right about there. I'm gonna have to actually check because, yeah. That's a good spot to judge from. There. There's our line. It's just your angle that's making it look like I put the line up too high. Now, the recipe that I'm using said to let it bulk ferment until it is 50% doubled in or like increased by 50%. So I'd say like if this is there, actually wait, let's do, so if it were to double in size, it would be about here. So I want it to be about here. Just draw that on there. I'm gonna write goal. There, goal. And now I think I'm gonna have to double check my recipe. I don't remember if this goes in the fridge or if this goes in just on the counter, but either way, we'll put our handy dandy towel over top of it. It has bees on it. I love bees. Mostly because of the bee movie, but you know. So we'll put that over top of it. And now, if I really can't check this until 3 o'clock or actually no, tomorrow morning. I'm not waking up in the night to check it. So, if it is not risen to that point by tomorrow morning, then we're just gonna have to leave it all day, which then it might over ferment, but I don't know. So that's all for tonight. Now we're just gonna leave it, and I'll let you know in the morning how it's going. Hey vlog, it's the next morning. The dough, I do believe, has not risen at all. So that is unfortunate. Hopefully it will. I guess we'll have to just wait and see. I'm just gonna wait until tonight, maybe give it like a full 24 hours, see how long it takes to do its thing, and hopefully it will start. I don't know what the chances of that are, but whatevs. Hey vlog, we're back. It's the next day by a lot. So I put this overnight. It was supposed to reach the point of the goal. It reached about like I'd say instead of it doubling 50%, I'd say, or increasing by 50%, I'd say it increased by about 10%. Not good, but too bad. It's been like 24 hours now and it was supposed to only be like 8. So we're just, I don't know, should I? Yeah, we're just gonna go with it because I feel like if it was gonna do something, it would have. So dump this out. It's super dry and crusty on the bottom now. But this part's nice and soft and supple. Okay, now it does kind of smell sourdoughy, so that's good. We're gonna use our bee towel as our, I don't have one of those bread basket things. I don't have one of those fancy things that go in it. We're using a bowl. Sue me. And if you're watching this, like, the reason your sourdough's not working out is because every single thing that it says you should do, you're saying, screw it, I'm not doing that. I don't want to hear it. So, anywho, we're gonna dust this bad boy with flour. Excuse me. We're gonna get what?
Just plastic. Broke your video, but
Oh no!
I was now realizing this can't be recycled.
Don't worry, the fans love your appearances. Trust. Okay, in goes our flour. It also said to use rice flour. I don't have that, so I'm not doing that. I'm pretty sure that back in old times, when you had like poor people with their sourdoughs or whatever, I don't think they were using rice flour. I feel like they just sucked it up if it burned a little on the outside. So that's what we're doing. Okay. Now we're gonna scoop out the excess. At least some of it. Okay. Good. All floured up. Dust that around. Now, here's what it said to do. It said to stretch and fold. Oh, it feels weird. Into a dough ball. But we're gonna do it this way. And I'm also maybe gonna peel as much of the crust off of it, the air dried skin from having it be just like exposed to open air for 24 hours, which Should be fine, because that's literally what you do with the regular starter, but anyways. Kind of confused me as, sorry, this is not a good angle, but I don't really understand why it wouldn't rise, because my sourdough, it's literally like just making a bigger sourdough starter, like flour and water added in. I guess it's a lot thicker, so maybe that's why, but whoops, I just dropped some on the floor. My sourdough starter from, like, I fed it after I mixed this loaf up, and that rose fine. That looked great, so I don't know. Okay, that's enough of that stuff to be ripped off. So now we're gonna do the same thing, stretch and fold, stretch and fold, stretch and fold, stretch and fold. It does smell like sourdough, which I think is good. Stretch, and we're basically just, I think this is just to build up kind of some tension in the dough to help it keep its shape as a little bowl circle thing. Said to use a bench scraper. I don't have one of those, so we're not doing that. But I feel like my hands are doing just as good of a job. Okay. Now I'm just gonna pinch this all together, if it'll stay. It's not wanting to stay. We'll just smooth it over like that. Yeah. There we go. Okay. That feels good. That looks good, I think. Now it said to let it, we're gonna put it in the bowl. Boom. Seam side up. Fluff it around a little bit. There it is. I'm now going to let it rest like this for 30 minutes, I believe it said, and then put it in the fridge for 24 to 48 hours. I think it also said you could just do an hour, but might as well wait, because I'm not gonna have time to cook it tonight anyways. It's 10 p.m. already. So yeah, we'll put that there. Gonna put it in the fridge, leave it overnight. I'm also gonna cover it in plastic. I'll just use this piece of plastic wrap to cover the top to see if that will help not get as much of a skin on it. And then, yeah, we'll just set that in there like that. Nice bowl with towel in our bread. And we'll leave it till tomorrow night. Okay, vlog, we have our sourdough here. It looks approximately no different from last time. I don't know if it's supposed to, but that's okay. We're now gonna invert it off with our little towel off. Here it is. Now you can actually see it. I'm just gonna kind of dust it a bit. There's pretty thick coating of flour in some places. Get out of there. Beautiful. I don't think this is gonna bake very well. I hope I'm proven wrong, but things are not looking good. We're now gonna score it. I'm just gonna go middle, slice. I don't have one of those razor blades. Slice. There. And now, once my Dutch oven, aka my pot, is heated up, we're just gonna pop it in the oven and we'll see what happens. Okay, vlog, here is the sourdough loaf. Look at it, it actually looks good. The true test, though, is what's inside. So, here's our slice. I feel like it might be really dense, but we'll see. Slice, slice. Crusty on the bottom. Okay. Reveal! Oh my gosh! What the heck? Guys, I made sourdough. Wow. Okay, well, I'll do a little taste test, but there she is. Looking pretty cool. Hey vlog, here's the bread. I'm eating it. It's delicious. Way better than I expected it to be. As good as I hoped it would be, though. I would rate it 7.5 out of 10 for my first time ever making it. Would anyone else like to give a review?
This is my review. It's really
Thank you. Anyways, this has been making a sourdough loaf. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you maybe learned something. I don't know if I would take this as a tutorial, but it worked out pretty okay for me. Thanks for watching.